How you doing, truckers? This is James with Survivoneers, and in this video we're gonna compare the Rand McNally TND 750 and also the Garmin OTR710. In particular, I'm going to show you a couple of differences and what I like about each one individually. We'll begin here with the Rand McNally TND 750. This is the home screen, and we're going to begin by touching that. I have a route in here already. I just wanted to quickly show you one of the differences between Rand McNally and Garmin is when you're driving, the easeability of adding stops. As you know, as a truck driver, this is very important because when you're going down the road and you want to just see what the nearest pilot is, loves, or just a truck stop where you can take a break, all you have to do is click here and hit add stop, and now you have this selection of travel centers, parking, truck services, Catskills, and so on. Do that again, and so let's say I wanted to find the nearest truck stop along my route. I have a list of options to choose from, and that's important when you're driving. It's just so easy just to come in here and click on this icon once again, add stop, and it brings up a list of truck stops. On the Garmin OTR710, it's a little bit different. And once again, I have a route in here just to save us time. I'm going to view the map. And let's say we're traveling along and we want to see what's up ahead. The Garmin does provide that, but notice here when you select the option up ahead, it only brings up a few options. Unless you have already planned your route and you shaped it and routed it, you'll have a stop there that you chose earlier. But notice how it is different. It's not as easy as the Rand McNally. I like that it does show you how far a way station is up ahead. That's handy. It's just not as much variety. Whereas in the Rand McNally, again, you just hit that, add a stop, and it brings up a variety of options for you. So I do like that much better than what the Garmin has to offer when it comes to adding stops. And when you're ready to choose your stop, let's say on my route, there's a Love's 20 miles up ahead. You just simply click on it, and you have the option here to save it as a bookmark. When you're ready to navigate to the stop you chose, you just click that and add as a via point or a stop, and you add it as a next stop, and it automatically routes you, as you can see, to that stop. 20 minutes, 22 miles. You change your mind about the stop and you don't want to go there, you just click on this icon once again, click on save or edit, and you'll see here it's in your list of you. You'll see on here in your route you can change the order of the stops, or you can just completely remove the stop by pressing the X here. When you remove the stop, you can now just hit route and discard, loaded, and it takes you back to your original plan that you had on there. Another difference that we have with the McNally and the Garmin is the entire display. Take notice how on the McNally we have our time and we have the miles to our destination, and we have also the actual time, whether it's Central Standard Time, Pacific Time, whatever time zone you're in, it will show here and adjust accordingly while you're traveling. And so I really like this part of the McNally, it also shows you the city. I'm currently in Grand Island, Nebraska at the Bosselman's truck stop. And I like that I have a whole snapshot of my time, the miles to my destination, and the amount of time to my destination, and what city I'm in. On the Garmin, notice how I just simply have the miles to the destination, and I don't have as much information showing while I'm driving. And I like to know what city I'm in currently by just looking real quickly. The Garmin is a little different. It will show you on the map with a green dot what city you're in. And in order to change the option of whether you want to see the time or distance, you simply click on it, and then now it brings up this screen, and you can choose either one of these, your choice. You want to know the actual time you'll arrive there, you click on that, and it shows you the actual time that you'll arrive at your destination. If you want to know how many hours to your destination, you simply click on it and it shows you how many hours to your destination, and so on. With the McNally, once again, I have a total snapshot. How many hours, the mileage, and my time. Now, if I have multiple trips, I just simply click on it and I can see the entire trip remaining by clicking on trip, and it will show me the entire trip time. So these are just some little differences to keep in mind. It's your preference, what you prefer. I prefer to have more information at once on the screen. You let me know in the comments your thoughts about this particular difference. Another major difference in the McNally versus the Garmin is this feature right here: Bluetooth technology and smartphone notifications. If you click on this Bluetooth icon, you can enable this technology where you'll see in the screen, if you get a phone call, it'll pop up here on your screen. If you get an email or text and you have smartphone services enabled, it will actually show you and read aloud the text to you. That's a very good feature, especially to be safe down the road instead of looking at your phone trying to read an email or a text. And the way you enable it is make sure that your Bluetooth is on your phone, and you enable the technology by clicking this box up here, and it starts to connect to your phone. And once it's confirmed that you are connected, you can go back to the main screen and you will see and confirm that it is highlighted here at the top as blue, and that means that you are connected. So when you're again traveling down the road, you will have a box pop up here indicating you have a phone call, an email, or a text message. And that is a nice feature that I like about the Garmin. That's why I have both devices mounted here. I like the McNally for its easeability when adding stops and seeing the entire picture of my route or trip. And I like the Garmin that has these smartphone notifications so that I won't have to look down and read a text or read an email. I can hear it aloud. Which one do you like better? Do you like the McNally better or the Garmin better? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Another feature that I'm enjoying on the Rand McNally is this. If I want to just have a big picture or a snapshot of my entire route overview, I'll simply come here and select Route Overview. I'll hit summary, and now I have a quick look about on my total trip. And I especially like this, the order in which I will be stopping, and I can see my entire trip and plan better overall. I noticed that on the Garmin, it's not as detailed or easy. It does give you, again, as we were showing you earlier, arrival time, time to distance, and so on, and even the actual directions there. The Rand McNally just makes it much easier. And again, you click here, route overview, and I'll hit summary, and I have total time, total distance, and the trip legs here. And I can see when I arrive at one stop, how long it's going to take me to get to the next stop, and so on and so forth. I really like that over the Garmin. What do you think? I wanted to go back and reiterate adding a stop while you're driving. Now the Garmin does have this coffee icon here, and you can adjust how many hours or minutes up ahead you want to stop, and you click search, and it will bring up a list of options where you may possibly would want to stop. And I know that that's pretty good. That's an okay feature. But again, I still like how the Rand McNally sets it up. And if you're wanting to find a particular stop, let's say in a city or a place, you simply click add a stop once again, and now you can hit guided search, and you can choose a new location, an address, and your address book. You can click on POI, which is point of interests. Let's say you want to pick a particular city. You pick your city, let's say Aurora, Nebraska, and now you have an option to pick travel centers, truck services, way stations, truck parking, and it will now bring up a list of places where you can stop. I like this a lot better because I have more control where I want to stop. If I see that something is not coming up on the list, I can just simply search that way through the guided search option here once again. Here is a feature maybe you have not considered or were just not aware of, and that is this icon right here. When you click on this, it means that we are hiding popular truck paths. So I always drive with this on because you'll see here this blue route and road here indicating that that is a popular truck path. I found this handy driving in the backcountry roads. I have missed some turns, of course, like every truck driver has, I'm sure, and you find yourself on a county road or just not sure if it's a truck path or a trucker's path. This blue will indicate that it is and that it's a popular trucker's path. That can help when you're lost in the country roads or you just want a little bit more clarification. So I do like that feature and I do use it. I always have it on the Garmin OTR710. So this was just a brief overview between the Rand McNally TND 750 versus Garmin OTR710. Again, I use both GPSs, trucking GPSs, and maybe you prefer one over the other. Let me know what your preference is. Let me know if you have any questions that I did not answer concerning some comparisons here. There's much more to say, I know. I do have a full tutorial on the Garmin OTR710, so check out that video if you are using the Garmin GPS as your primary navigation. I have a full tutorial walkthrough that will help you use this GPS system a little bit better, and maybe later I'll do a full tutorial on the Rand McNally. But again, these are some differences that I have noticed as a truck driver. I'm using both so I can see the differences plainly and clearly. And again, I like some of the features that the Rand McNally has and the Garmin doesn't, and vice versa. If you like trucking content like this, don't forget to subscribe to Survivoneer's channel. And if you have enjoyed this brief overview and comparison, give me a like, subscribe if you are gaining value from this content, and share this video with other truck drivers that may be using these systems. And I hope that it has been helpful. Again, let me know if I can answer any questions. I will look at those comments and questions and answer them the best that I can.